Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we'll solve end chapter problem number 2.17 from the book by Mr. Mano, 5th edition. Now, the question is obtain the truth table of the following function. So first we have to obtain the truth table or make the truth table, and then express each function in sum of Minterms and product of Maxterms. So I'm assuming that you know what is Minterm and what is sum of Minterms and what is Maxterms and what is product of Maxterm. So let's start with the question. The question is into 4 parts, so we'll do one part at a time. So let's do part A, and part A says that this is the function and we have to find its sum of Minterms and product of Maxterms, and also we have plotted the truth table. So I hope you have by now learned how to write the truth table. There is an easy way that the rightmost you write 0 1 0 1 0 1, then the next left you write 0 0 1 1, and next left 4 0 4 1, and you keep on increasing like this. Once you get used to, then you will start writing 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 like this. So this is the truth table. We have used 3 variables because here there are 3 variables, and because there are 3 variables, so we should get 2 raised to the power 3, means 8 rows. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 rows. Okay, so the first we are trying to solve this one, and in this there is a term CD, so we'll find the relation for CD. Now when we are writing CD, that means that this is an AND function, C and D. So whenever both C and D are 1, then only output will be 0. So now straight away we come here and you can see that when both are 1, this we are writing 1, and go down, and again when both are 1 we are writing 1, and the remaining you can fill in with 0. So we filled in with 0, and now we'll get this function B plus CD, B plus CD. Now plus is OR, so B or D. So I have just if you have difficulty, you can just put a paper and cover this portion of C and D, so it will be easily visible, and after some practice you don't need to cover that. But now you can easily see that B or D means whichever is 1, then we'll have 1. So you can see this is 1, so we have 1, and here these are all 1, so we put all 1, and remaining now we fill with zeros, so we fill with 0. So we have found the first term, and similarly for this we need to find BD. So let's find BD, and BD again from B and D AND gate. So whenever both are 1, only then they will be 1. So now you can see this is 0, so up to this point there cannot be any 1. This is 1, so there is a possibility of getting a 1, and we have to look for now D1. So CD is 1 here, B1 D1, so we write a 1 here. Similarly B1 D1, we write a 1 here, and remaining we fill with zeros. And now we'll go for this C or BD, or C plus BD. So C plus BD, again BD we have and C we have, and this is an OR gate. So whichever is 1, we'll have a 1. So let's start from C. We have 2 here and 2 here, so straight away we fill those 2 from there and do those 2 from here for C, and then look at BD where it is 1, so this point is 1, so we write 1 here. This is also, we have already written 1 here. Okay, so this is the answer for C plus BD. And now we have to multiply these both, that is we have to AND them, means when only both are 1, we'll have an answer. So look at this. This is the point where both are 1. So 1. Again from here and here 1. Here and here 1. And this 1. So this is the final multiplication or final answer. Now to conclude, what we'll do, we'll just write this in terms of a function f. So the same thing repeated here. And to write the value in terms of a min term and max term, I prefer to write the decimal value of these rows. So this row has a decimal value of 0. This row has a decimal value of 1. This has a 2 and up to 7. So I reproduce that, and I better also reproduce on the right hand side. So it is easier for me to write the min term equation. Now min term will be whenever f is 1. So you can see f is 1 at 3, f is 1 at 5, f is 1 at 6 and 1 at 7. So now we'll write it in terms of a min terms or the summation of min terms. So f is sum of this 3, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. That is the sum of min terms. Now there is another way of writing, that is in terms of a max terms. Now max terms is just opposite of it. Wherever there is 0, we take those for the max terms. So you can see it will be 0, 1, 2 and 4. And the symbol for max term we write is a pi. So this is the product of max terms. And so from here 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2 and this is 4. So 4. So this is how you write the final answer. Now now we start question number part B. So this is the question, and we have to find that right truth table and find the sum of min terms and product of max terms. So here's a note. Whenever there are dash terms, like here we have b dash and d dash, it is better to write truth table with some gap. Okay, and now this, if you note, here also we have 3 variables, b, c and d. So we'll use 3 variables and we are writing the truth table as I mentioned earlier, the technique. And we just, as I told, you have to give some gap so we can write b dash and d dash here as we have shown here. So we have now written the b dash, and d dash is just opposite of b. So wherever there is 0 we write 1, and wherever there is 1 we write 0, and same with d dash. For 0 we writing 1, for 1 we writing 0. And now we write the 3 variables, desirable part cd, b dash d and bd dash. And you have to now do some manual exercise. cd, you see they are near, so there is no problem in writing 0, 0 will be 0. And since this is AND gate or multiplication, so only when both are 1 it will be 1. So when both are 1, there is a 1. Similarly both 1, so we put a 1, and then remaining we put a 0. Next is b dash c. So b dash and c also close by, again only when they are 1. So you can see here both 1, so we write 1. Here also both 1, so we write 1. And then keep going, no more 1, so no more 1 in this. And the third term is b d dash, b d dash. So this is b and this is d dash. So again both has to be 1, so this means it can't be in this range. It could be here. So here we look where both are 1. This is all 1. And now you can see d dash is 1 here, so we'll put a 1 here. And d dash is 1 here, so we'll put a 1 here. So we have completed these 3 columns. And now we can OR them. Plus sign is for OR. So OR means if any one is 1, then the output will be 1. So by ORing, you see if any one is 1, so 1, so 1. Here 2 are 1, so we write 1. This one is 1, so we write 1. This one is 1, so we write 1. And this one is 1. So this is the first part. Similarly, now we'll write the second part, B or D. Okay, so B or D. Now again note this is OR. So between B and D, whichever is 1, it will get an answer 1. So B, first of all, here all 4 are 1, so we just straight away write all 4 are 1. And then we come to D. D is 1 here and 1 here, so we write 1 here and 1 here. And so this is the B or D term. And now we'll multiply them, that means we AND them. And by ANDing again we know that whenever we AND, both has to be 1. So we are now using these two columns, both has to be 1. So both 1 is here, both 1 here, both 1 here, and both 1 here. So this is our final answer, and we can write it in a neat fashion that F is the answer that we got. For that we write F. And to write the Minterm and Maxterm, we put the equivalent decimal values around both sides, or just one side is enough. And now wherever F is 1, that will be our Minterm. So it is 1 at 3, 1 at 4, 6 and 7. So let's see the answer. So this is summation of 3, 4, 6, 7. 3, 4, 6, 7. And the opposite of it, that is the Maxterm, will be multiplication of the Maxterms. So Maxterms are the opposite, where it is not 1. So you can see all 3 max, so 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. And then this term is 0, so we'll write 5. So 0, 1, 2, 5, this is the Maxterm or product of Maxterm. Okay, now we go to part C. This looks simple. Again, 3 variables, B, C, D. So B, C, D, right with the gap. C dash is the only term with dash, so we write C dash, and just opposite of C is C dash. So for 0 we write 1, for 1 we write 0. And now C dash or D. So C dash or D means C dash or D. So whichever is 1 will have 1. So here is 1, here is 1, here is 1, 1, 1 and 1. So we have written all those. And similarly the other term B, C dash, so B or C dash. Again you see there is 1 here in B, so we write these two. And all this B is 1, so we write all this. So this is B, C dash. And now AND the two, or they multiply the two. So multiplication means if both are 1, then we have 1. Both are 1, we have 1. Both are 1, 1. Both are 1, we have 1. Both are 1, we have 1. So this is the final value. And now we can write in terms of a Minterm by just writing the decimal. So you can see 0, 1, 4, 5 and 7. So it is 0, 1, 4, 5 and 7 is the summation term or the Minterm, and the Maxterm is the product term where it is 0. So 0 is at 2, 0 is at 3 and 0 is 6. So 2, 3, 6. So this is part C. Okay, now let's see the last question. And in this question you can see there are 4 variables A, B, C and D. So we'll have this truth table of 4 variables, and since there are dashes, so we'll give gap here and like this, and then we'll write the dash terms in between. So all 3, A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash, and you know they are opposite, where A is 0, then A dash is 1. This is how we have now completed this table, and now we need to fill in these 4 terms. So let's start from B and D. Now these are all n terms. So that means whenever B is 1, this is B. So where is B1? Here is B1 and here B1. Okay, so whenever B is 1 and D dash is 1. Now D dash is 1, you can see from here, so we have to pick now. Okay, so B is 1 and D dash is 1, so we write a 1 here. Similarly, B is 1 and D dash is 1, so a 1 here. And going down, B is 1 and D dash is 1, so 1 here. And B is 1 and D dash is 1, so 1 here. So I have not written zeros. You can write zeros if you want. That makes it slightly clumsy, so I've just kept it open. Next is A, C, D dash. Okay, so this is A, C and D dash. So first of all, wherever A is 1, we'll only consider them because it's the n term and A has to be 1. So this portion is now out. Okay, so A is 1 and then we go to C1. So C is 1. So okay, so this is the probable area, and now we look for D dash. So D, A, okay, sorry, I missed C. A is 1 here and C is 1 now here. C is 1 here and D dash, so we write a 1 here. Similarly, A, C is 1 here and D dash is 1 here, so I write it here. So only 2 terms in this. You have to be really careful in writing and choosing. Then we come to A, B dash, C. Okay, so A, B dash, C are near, so okay, no problem. Now let's see where is A. Again, A is 1 here, so we'll only consider this. And B dash, C, 1, so this is 1, so in front of this we can write a 1. Similarly, A and B dash, C is 1, so we'll write a 1 here. And then we have A and B dash, C, no, none. Okay, so A, B dash, C, only 2 terms. And finally, A dash, C dash. So let's see from here, A dash is 1 here, so we'll pick from here. Now C dash is 1, so 1 and this 1, and then again C dash is 1 here, so these 2 terms, and rest not possible because A dash is 0. Okay, so we have picked now all the 4 terms, and now we have to OR them. That means if any one is 1, then the answer will be 1. Okay, so we can write that the answer F is 1 if any one is 1. So this is 1, so 1. This is 1, so 1. Here 2 1s, so 1. 1, so 1. This is 1, so 1. These 2 are 1, so 1. 1, so answer 1. 1, so answer 1. And 1, so answer 1. And remaining terms we put zeros. So this is the final shape, and now we'll write the decimal values. So we can write the Minterms and Maxterms. So 0 to 15, and now wherever there is a 1, we'll pick that value for the sum of Minterms. So you can see sum of Minterms is at 0, 1, 4, 5, 0, 1, 4, 5, and then is 6, 10, 11, 12, 14, 6, 10, 11, 12, and 14. So wherever is 1, we pick that value. So this is the sum of Minterms. And you know, the product of Maxterms is just opposite. So wherever the answer is 0, we pick those. So 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and then 13 and 15. So this is the product of Maxterms. So I hope this gives you an idea as to how to solve this type of a question. You have to be really careful in writing the answers. Thank you.